we'd like to begin is getting your background. Like, where were you born? What was your childhood like? What did you get in trouble for when you were younger? What were you really good at? April wants to say something because I just felt it.
Introduce Patrina.
What's that?
Introduce her.
What do you mean?
You just started it.
Yeah, we don't need to introduce her. She's going to introduce herself. Hi, I'm Patrina.
Oh, I didn't know you went live already. What's up?
Did it.
We just hit it. So we are live now with Patrina Wisdom, and she's going to share her life and intimate details and everything you may not know about her, because that's how we do it in the EvoRoom.
We don't have time to share everything. I'll give a snippet.
Yeah, give us a teaser of Patrina Wisdom. Give us a little teaser to make people want to come to the EvoRoom to experience you in all of your beautiful essence there.
Oh, geez. Okay. So, well, I'll just introduce myself. I'm Patrina Wisdom, the Fresh Start Specialist. I'm a life success coach and speaker, and basically what I specialize in as in my professional world and my calling in the world is to help people to reconnect with themselves and stop living by default. So what that means is like really, and you guys know a lot about this, full self-expression, really connecting with who you are, being honest with who you are, not succumbing to other people's expectations, and not allowing your circumstances to determine your path in life. So creating that intentionally, which is why I'm so intrigued and excited about coming to this event. So I've only moved to San Diego a year ago. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just moved to San Diego a year ago. I was born in Las Vegas. Yeah, I was born in Las Vegas. I lived in Las Vegas until I was in right before 3rd grade and ended up moving to New York City. So I was raised in New York City. Totally artsy kid. It's funny. I mean, I have a crazy childhood, but I was basically the good girl as a kid, right? There was a lot of chaos going on around me, a lot of trauma, a lot of young mothers, you know, young single mothers in my family who, you know, did their best but didn't quite know what they were doing, and not a lot of male influence in my life. And I learned very early on that the best way to kind of get through some of the things that were going on is just to be quiet, do what you're told, you know, be the good girl. And so that was kind of my upbringing. We also were very much in the church. So, you know, that brings a lot of judgment and a lot of just really dimming your shine and capping your self-expression. So moving to New York City was actually one of the best things that ever happened to me, because I got to connect with other people that I felt were like me, very artsy, and they were saying the things I wanted to say, and they were doing the things that I wanted to do. And so I very quickly adapted to that environment, and I've been singing since birth. So I, you know, was in the arts and dramatic theater and all of that, went to the performing arts school. And then as a junior in high school, my mom went into a deep depression and decided to move us back to Las Vegas. So, yeah, so in '89, we went from this wonderful life that we had in New York City, for me, of just full self-expression and people that I could connect with, back to Las Vegas. And it's really interesting because it was like I have parts of my life, right? There was the part from birth to 3rd grade when I lived in Las Vegas, and my father was in the house, present but not present. During that time, there was molestation. There was a lot of sexual deviancy going on around me. There was abuse, physical, mental, emotional, you name it, lots of chaos. Then moving to New York City and opening up this whole other world where that's really where I got to figure out who I was. And then as a junior in high school, so it was part 1 and part 2, junior in high school, moving back to Las Vegas, that's part 3 of my life, which actually was from '89 until 2009. So in between that time, I met a man, this amazing man that I fell in love with at 15 years old. And, you know, just, again, a whole new chapter of my life opened up. Long story short, over the next 21, 22 years, we were together, we got married, we had a beautiful relationship, full self-expression and freedom within that relationship. Safety and security is extremely important to me. I'm one of those people that, you know, I like to have systems or framework to work within, and then within that framework, like, I can go crazy. right? That makes me feel safe. So I had that with my husband. I was singing, I was, dancing, I was happy just in every way, sexually expressed, emotionally expressed, everything. I was a mom, We had 3 beautiful children at the time, career, family, everything you would want, everything I thought I wanted in life we had created. And from the outside looking in, everything was perfect. And then on January of 2009, it was actually January 6th, it was my daughter's 13th birthday. My husband grabbed his suit and tie, his briefcase, he walked out of the door, he gave us a kiss, told us he loved us, and he knew that he was never coming home. He knew that he would never be home again. And he went missing for about 24 hours. And during that 24 hours, I'm calling, I'm texting, I don't know what's going on. And I found out on January 7th of 2009 that my husband had committed suicide. So, yeah, deep breath. So needless to say, I was completely blindsided, and my whole life was changed forever. Again, it was my daughter's 13th birthday, and on the same day, I had found out I was pregnant with my 4th child.
Whoa.
So now I was a single, stay-at-home mom who was supporting him in a financial business that I never wanted to be in, but I was a part of doing the things that I loved, the supporting, the leading, the training, and the entertaining and creating that safe container for people. And now I was in a position where I had to decide what was next and recreate my life. So from 2009 until last year, January 2013, I was just in this process of really reconnecting with me, thus how I gravitated towards this work. Ultimately, I found my purpose through this tragedy. Just looking at who I am and what people are attracted to in me and what I offer to people. And so it just evolved into a nonprofit for suicide prevention and awareness, and then my coaching business. So it's been this amazing journey. Like I said, it's way too much to share detail in a short period of time, but I just want to kind of give you a span of who I am, what I'm about, and some of the things I've been through. So between 2009 and 2013 in January to January, funny enough, just a lot of growth, a lot of reconnection, a lot of healing and discovery. And then in January last year, I woke up one day and it's like Spirit was like, you are released. I never wanted to be in Las Vegas, none of that. I was there because of the man that I loved. And so it was like finally, after all of the work, after all the heartache, after all the rebuilding, there was this energy that came over me and said, you are released. And I knew immediately that I was able to leave Las Vegas. And I knew in my heart that it was San Diego I was supposed to be in. So within 24 hours, I sold my 6,000 square foot house in Las Vegas.
Wow.
I drove here to San Diego and found a place that I was going to buy. So I put an offer in. The offer was accepted. So within 24 hours, bought one house, sold it, and sold another.
Wow.
And then literally went back to Las Vegas, sold everything I owned, told the kids we are out of here, and we moved to San Diego 28 days later.
Wow.
So we got here, yeah, and since I've been here, I always tell people I feel like I moved home. I feel like I moved home, and you guys and this whole community have been like waiting for me, right? Like, yes, when's she coming?
Welcome home.
Yeah. Welcome home.
So it's been this amazing thing. So like even meeting you guys, right, and all of the EvoRoom people and just this whole community, it's like, wow, it's such a warm, deeply connected feeling. It's like my whole body is warm right now. Just I don't know where this is leading me, and I don't know what experiences and what gifts you all have for me at the EvoRoom, but I just know that there's a part of me that's being reclaimed through every connection I've made since I've been here in San Diego. So grateful, and thanks for having me here.
Totally felt that. Wow.
Yeah.
And, the whole time that you were speaking, and what an amazing story, Patrina, and to have a smile on your face as you do and to shine as bright as you do from all the tragedy that you faced. I mean, that is just absolutely incredible. And hearing that story is so inspiring. So I want to thank you for sharing that with us. And I'm very honored to be sitting here today with you, having this conversation. And I'm looking forward to what's going to unfold from our relationship and relationships that you build with the people that we connect you with in the Evo room. And even outside of that, I want to share your story with the world, and this is the platform for us to do that, to attract people like yourself that have amazing stories and have amazing gifts to share with others. We want everyone to feel that, to be influenced by that, because I know how important it is for our world today.
And it's so funny because I had no clue. Like, I don't even really know what the Evo room is all about. I just keep hearing Evo room, and then I keep, ending up in the same space with you guys, and I'm like, yeah, this feels good, this clicks. And I'm one of those people that say yes and then go, okay, wait, what am I signing up for? It's just like when you asked me, the people who asked me to do the interview, I'm like, yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, what's it for?
Well, the next event happens to be the theme of connection.
Okay.
You're flying around here, so I'm not waving.
Yeah. It's so in line with where I am right now, because like I said, in my marriage, I had full expression. I was so just in my power, right? And after my husband passed, all those issues, the old abandonment issues and worthiness issues and everything came to the surface, because now I'm unprotected, like my bubble's been burst. And I finally feel like being here in San Diego, like I'm starting to create this lovely bubble. It's just a bigger bubble. It's global. It's a global bubble, because I've just been attracting into my life all these amazing people that give each other permission to just be who we are and to fully self-express. And oh, it's just juicy. It's so juicy. So juicy. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So we have a little snippet of your past and where you came from. Now I'm curious, what is your vision? What do you want to accomplish in the near future? What's your long-term vision?
Well, it's funny. I'm kind of I call myself a bit of a conundrum, right? Because I have this idea of wanting to create, a global, being able to touch people globally with my work and my speaking and my coaching. In order to do that effectively, because I'm also someone who values their freedom, play, fun, all of that is like serious high on my list with core values. So there's always this balancing act that takes place in, really being committed and invested in the things that I'm doing in the world, but also taking that time for me. So for people who follow me, I have a whole movement called Sacred Self-Care, and that's like so important to me, because that's what I believe got me through all these different tragedies, is always coming back to me, taking care of me, filling my cup, letting it overflow so I can serve from that overflow. And so yeah, it's always this really interesting balance. But my big vision is that now that I've figured out where the power lies within me and the gifts that I offer, and I've been able to pour that into a system. I have a 6-step wisdom system that I use and that I run my clients through. Now that I have the system, I have the leverage. I can now teach other people, train other people, and bring them to work alongside of me in, really helping to heal the world. So my big vision is to build a coaching team, really leverage my time, my energy, my community, building a collaborative community of people with like mind and similar messages, to just kind of go out as an army of healers and, world changers. So I want to create that empire, and at the same time, like, one of my biggest goals is something that a lot of you all in the community are already doing, and that's to live like, throw on a backpack, get rid of everything, live this very nomadic life, traveling the world. I travel the world now, but it's always time limited and got to get back to my, real life. My ultimate goal is just to be able to flow. Just to, like, eventually I want to get certified in yoga, not necessarily to teach it, just because I want to strengthen my own practice. And my ultimate dream would be literally just to meditate and do yoga and travel and like mix and mingle within different cultures and other countries.
Common.
Yeah, without time limitations, without financial limitations. So I know that my work right now, aside from nurturing and, developing my amazing children who are 18, 16, 8, and 4, got a little ways to go. Aside from that huge job that I have here on Earth, it's also creating that foundation for me to eventually be able to really go out and touch people and kind of realize that nomadic dream that I didn't do because I started having kids so early. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So much alignment. I mean, if I had all the money in the world right now, I would still be doing what I'm doing, but
Yeah.
traveling just like you said,
Yeah.
6 months and just disappear off of the grid, and
Yeah, there's like a totally different energy and a completely it's like such a much bigger value that we can offer people when we're just like offering it freely without any tethering, right? When we're tethered to bills, when we're tethered to the responsibility and all of that, then it's like we have a limit on how much we really can give and serve, right? We got bills to pay. So I really look forward to the day when my legacy has been built and I have the financial stability to just serve, and to experience the cultures and to educate and just touch people's lives in that way. That's exciting for me.
Wow.
So one of our missions in the EvoRoom is to actually create that type of life for people like yourself.
Nice.
And others.
Yeah.
And,
As well as ourselves.
as well as ourselves. And it is our objective to seek impact players like yourself or change makers and help them enhance their impact in the world. Experiences that we create to accelerate growth.
Okay.
So that is, our dharma as an organization and what we're here to do in the world. And the gift that I've brought into this that is something that I think is really key for the world today is the combination of fun and transformation in a really cool, amazing way. Like that, I didn't realize how challenging that is or how much of a gift that is to bring into the world, because with play and fun, that's such a healing tool, a tool that can accelerate healing very quickly. Didn't realize, being a goofball and the way I am and expressing myself the way I am actually helps people and heals people and allows them to freely express themselves. And I've always like limited myself in my expression because I thought people would think I was weird. But now I'm actually being honored for it, and it's actually something that can help, people heal and reach their potential or tap into their potential. I'm like, yes, I'll do this all day long.
Yeah, now I'm thinking I should bring my 16-year-old with me. And normally when I come, because he normally would be like, no, it's okay, I'm going to stay home. He's a total techie. And he has this really quirky personality, and he's extremely intelligent, and he's so much more like enlightened and mature than a lot of kids his age. And so he doesn't really fit in a lot. And he does the same thing sometimes where he used to. He's more self-expressed now. But he used to really cap his expression and, kind of tone it down as not to make other people uncomfortable. So this may be really good for him actually to experience and to bring him out even more.
We would love that. I mean, it's very important for us to know, what our capacity is, right? And who we can actually impact and how deep can we make that impact in the individual's life. And the youngest person that we've had in the EvoRoom thus far is 21 years old, you know? And so I'd love to see how far we can go and how deep.
My daughter will be coming for sure, and she's 18, so we're gonna set a new youngest. She goes everywhere with me, so.
Awesome. I think that's really amazing that you have that type of relationship where you two can experience the world together. So I think April was going to share something. I heard you.
No, I was going to speak about. No, I'm good.
Okay.
It's past.
Okay.
You're just gonna sit there and look pretty. Such a bright, your energy is just so beautiful and amazing.
She's like an angel.
Yes, she's like an angel. Oh.
Angelic April.
I just have to say I love every word that's come out of your mouth, every expression that you've shared, and I just really looking forward to getting to know you more. And our paths are very similar, and
Of
so
course they are. We gravitated to each other, right? We attracted each other into our lives for a reason. So many mirrors.
yeah, I'm a yoga teacher, and I became a yoga teacher just for the same reason you just said, just to deepen my practice, and that was back in 2008.
Mm.
I found myself just really enjoying teaching as well, sharing that with others. Uh,
Nice.
but the self-care practice is growing into this. I'm connecting to the universe. But the self-care practice is key.
Yeah, it is. As a matter of fact, we'll chat more offline because I do a sacred self-care retreat twice a year. And actually, Jolie was at my last retreat. And I would love to invite you to come in and be a part of that. I have my next one in October.
Oh, good.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
always have meditation and yoga, and each
Yeah.
one is a little bit different. So I don't know. Maybe EvoRoom will be a part of this one.
Wait, what did you say? Maybe EvoRoom will what?
I said, I don't know. Maybe EvoRoom will have to be a part of this one.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Way.
So here's the thing, like so one thing that I really love about what's happening now is that we'd like to introduce you to the EvoRoom, the experiences that we create, how we run things over here, and then out of that, once you experience it, what I'm being called to ask you is to come back then and potentially create an EvoRoom experience for people.
Oh, done.
Because everything that you're saying, as April said, I'll piggyback off that.
Yes. Thank you. Like, my heart is all warm and happy right now. And this is a new thing, by the way, me feeling again.
Oh,
it's a new thing since I moved to San Diego. Like, I'm cracking open and heart opening like crazy. So yeah, this whole area got warm when you asked me. I'm like,
we just love the way that you're showing up, and I know that when you show up as a facilitator of EvoRoom experiences, that people are going to be impacted by that and take a lot from it and turn around and ripple that off to the people that they interact with in their worlds. So I love what you're bringing to the table.
Thank you.
To collaborate with you and to figure out how we can support you and help you rise even higher than you are right now.
Yeah, and vice versa. I mean, I'm just so impressed with the things that so many of the younger, I mean, I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm assuming you're younger than me. There's so many, like everyone I've been attracting is 20s, 30s, and so much consciousness and so connected and so self-expressed and so entrepreneurial, right? Because it's easy to sit on a mountaintop and meditate all day. But if you can keep that consciousness, be here and here at the same time, it's like amazing. And this whole community is so that way. It's blowing me away. Everybody I meet, I'm like, wow. Wow, you're doing what?
Magical, it's really magical. And at the same time, what I notice is that we live in a bubble here. It's a bubble, and what we have is something we cannot take for granted. And not only that, but it's time for us to share it with the world. And what I see with what we can do with the EvoRoom is to reach the masses, and most personal development as it is doesn't connect with the youth and the younger generation as I believe it needs to in order to drive this shift all the way home. The shift is already happening, but in order for it to really get to the place where we want to see it, I believe it has to reach, all of the world. And so in doing that, the question is, well, how do we actually reach the middle of America and people who aren't having a conversation around personal development, nor are they interested? They know it's there, but they're not interested in it. Well, I believe entertainment has always seduced individuals in a certain way, and it has created a certain type of culture and environment all across the world with the media that we now deliver to the world. And I believe what we can do as the EvoRoom is to make personal development really cool and attractive and fun, which is a way to seduce, the people that aren't having these conversations, because who in the world doesn't want to have fun? I mean, there are a couple of people, I guess.
There are some grumpy people in the world, but
but at the end of the day, I think when they see other people having fun, they'll be pulled into it, and I think that's the perfect pill, right, to give to people. It's like, you're going to enjoy yourself, you're going to have fun, and within that fun, we're going to plant the seeds of growth, which is already in play, and we've found the ingredients to create that within the EvoRoom, and that is our play. So like with All In for All Life and what Corey's doing, like that's a pretty deep and heavy conversation that they're having in that space, and people have to be ready for that. You can't just be fresh into getting to know yourself and all of that, because you'll probably fall straight on your face like trying to consume what people are offering. And so now after this last All In for All Life that I went to go check out, I see the connection that Corey and I have, All In for All Life and EvoRoom has, is the EvoRoom. Although we have the advanced techniques that can work for people that are on that level, it's a great entry point for individuals to start the conversation with themselves and with others in the realm of personal growth. And then we funnel them into, the Patrina Wisdoms of the world, the Coreys of the world, the Jess Johnsons of the world, and that becomes our role, is to be that funnel and that filter, and push people into the right space so that they have the best chance to win and succeed.
I love it. It's like you connect with one, and then you're held. So the sacred space that I create, the sacred space that you create, and then we're all coming together with our missions, our lessons, our whatever, our purpose, right? And our sacred spaces, and we're funneling people through to make sure they're safe. So it's like mama bears passing to other family and community members to make sure that they're taken care of and making sure that they're getting what they need. That's beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah! Yay! I totally manifested you, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah?
Oh, God, yeah. I've been praying for alliance partners and collaborative partners for 2 years, but heavily since I moved here to San Diego, and people have just been showing up. I just didn't know how, of course. We got to let go of the how and just allow it to happen, but everything is unfolding so beautifully. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just hot. Excuse me while I strip.
Yeah.
So I just feel it befitting to share that, again, the heart opening, the real deep connecting, community. This is something that's new for me. I haven't been here in a long time in this space where I felt like trusting and open to really let people in and get to know who I am and connect with them on a much deeper level. It's probably been maybe 2 years where, right? So this is one of the reasons why I'm getting all hot. Because I come from a place of like perfectionism and A-type, move, go, never let them see you sweat, that type of thing. And so I just want to share a little snippet of a song that just means a lot to me. And it was one of the songs that literally, when I felt like I was about to bust, I had to sing it in order to cry. That's how shut down I was for a while. So, I'm strong, but I break. I'm stubborn, and I make plenty of mistakes. Yeah, I'm hard, and life with me is never easy to figure out, to love. Jaded, but oh, so lovely. All you have to do is hold me, and you'll see just how sweet it can be if you trust me, love me, let me, baby. Maybe I'm confused as hell. I'm north and south, and I'll probably never have it all figured out. What I know is I wasn't meant to walk this world without you. And I promise I'll try. Yeah, I'm gonna try to let you see me Maybe, oh maybe, oh maybe I should know better than to touch the fire twice. But I'm thinking maybe you might, maybe. Anyway, I kind of got lost and started making up some words, but that's okay. Yeah, and like that song for me is like, holy shit, like I'm flawed, I've been hurt, I've been through the fire, I've been isolating, I've been so alone, like if people really see all the crap that's going on in here, like, will they still love me? And for me, it's just such a like cry for community and connection. And so for me to be experiencing that now, I'm like, whoa, it's deep.
Wow, that's amazing.
I got goosebumps a couple of times.
I
love it.
That was beautiful, Patrina. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. Like nothing has happened, and just I don't know. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just the people I'm attracting into my life. Oh, thank you.
Well, everything has happened because I think you're seeing your vision materialize, you know, on a moment by moment basis, and I can feel you feeling that, you know, and knowing that and trusting in the universe that you are, you know, being provided everything that you could possibly want. You know, I feel that in my life, I feel that in your life, which is why this alignment is happening, and it's now our time to share that with others so that they can find alignment in their life, find their gift, and then shine that upon the world, and everyone be in this space that we're in right now. You know, I want to share that with the world. We need to share this with the world. Everyone deserves an opportunity.
Yummy, it's effervescent, it's like, woo, it's awesome. I just want to dance now. Dance! Oh my gosh, this is so much fun.
So I'd like to take this time, you know, you've given yourself, you shared yourself, and I want to thank you for that. I have just an awesome download now that we can take and figure out how we can, you know, uplift, you know, with what we have. So I'd like to take this time now to answer any questions, or we'd like to take this time to answer any questions that you might have, Patrina.
Oh, well, I'm really getting comfortable with the whole surrender thing, you know, and just knowing that everything is going to unfold exactly the way it's meant to. It's taken a lot of work for me to shift from here to here. So I don't even want to think about it. I really don't have any questions. For once in my life, I just trust. I'm trusting the process. I trust you guys. I feel very connected, and I'm just along for the ride. Let's see where it goes.
That's awesome. I love that. I love, you know, we did an interview yesterday, and the girl that I was interviewing, you know, she had a question, and she stopped, and she's like, I don't know, you know, I don't even know if I really even need to answer or ask these questions. You know, and it's great to see people who are surrendering because they feel it already, and then it kind of just gets in the way sometimes, and you know, it's great to see you're in that place to just trust yourself, to trust that within you that is greatness that exists.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I met you guys for the first time on the beach at Misha's party, and I was like, wow, like I felt something then, you know, and in the past you're like, oh, let me make sure they get their number, or let's initiate, let's do, right? And I was just like, no, I just felt like this is going to come back around, and I didn't know, so like Jay and I connected first, and it was like, whoa, right, energetically, and then April, so yeah, I'm just learning that just to trust, just to sit in that trust, and to really know that when things are meant to be in your life, that they're gonna show back up, right? There's no need to try or pursue you know, those relationships, and here it is that we just keep ending up in the same space together. So I love it. I'm glad that it's finally connected, and that we'll be moving forward in whatever this is.
Yeah, beautiful. Speaking of moving forward, I want to share with you what our ultimate vision is as the EvoRoom. And, you know, one thing that I use as a metaphor to describe what the EvoRoom is the comic book The X-Men. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah, of course.
in the X-Men, you have Professor X who finds these mutants with these really unique gifts, and then they don't really know and understand how to use them, right? So he takes them to his mansion, trains them, hones their skills, and they become the X-Men and go save the world. Well, that's how we see what the EvoRoom is. Although it's made to reach out to anyone, and anyone is open to them, what we're doing is we're creating an elite force for good. Just as you have the Army Rangers and Navy SEALs, which are used in war, special elite forces, we're creating that same thing but for good. So what's going to happen is at the end of the year, we're going to have a 7-day, 10-day experience that we're going to invite 100 people to. And these 100 people are impact players, people that we see that are out in the world making contributions, sharing their love, sharing their gifts. And our job during this experience at the end of the year is to enhance their impact. And the way we plan to do that is by bringing together some of the masters of the universe. So the Richard Bransons of the world will facilitate an EvoRoom experience in leadership. Beyonce coming to facilitate an EvoRoom experience in self-expression through song and dance. LeBron James coming in and facilitating an EvoRoom experience in physical well-being. So all the masters of the universe coming in, facilitating these EvoRoom experiences for these 100 people. Then after this experience happens, our job is to select 7 or 8 individuals that will become our elite force. And with those individuals, we're going to pour all our money, resources, time, and effort into helping them grow whatever it is that they have a vision in the world to do.
Wow.
So we're going to do that every single week.
Thank God for smart people like you in the world. Like, wow, I'm just sitting here like that all came from comic book. I love people who can make those connections. I'm a simple gal. I'm just like, well, this is what I'm doing. I'm why it just happened to me. It called me, you know. Yours is like masterminded plan.
It just came through me. To be honest, when people would ask me what the EvoRoom is, like without the vision that I just shared with you, I'd be like, oh, the EvoRoom's kind of like the X-Men. It just came out of me. I didn't know why, at first. Like, oh yeah, that sounds kind of good. I'm going to run with that.
We're helping to hone superhero powers.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is so awesome. I love it. I love it. Man, so well articulated.
And so before getting to that ultimate vision or that ultimate goal at the end of the year, what we're doing now is each of these thresholds and, intensives that we're doing is, one, to help people hone their skills and to really unfold their potential, but 2, it's for us to actually scout and to find those impact players that eventually we invite 100 of them to this experience that we're going to have at the end of the year. So that's the premise by which we approach every single experience that we have. So with that said, we want you to be a part of facilitating experiences, and also the facilitators, based off of their impact and what they do for the people that go through the EvoRoom. We're going to select a few facilitators to work side by side with the Richard Bransons, with the Beyoncés, to be the facilitators. So I want you to have that in your awareness as you move through the EvoRoom, because I can sense that you might be one of those individuals that we take to this place, wherever this place is that we do the training at for this elite force. But yeah, I just felt like that's something that is really key to share with you right now.
Awesome. Love it. I'm in. Whatever you need to do.
So we have the 31st coming up, which is Threshold. The Threshold is for people that have not experienced the EvoRoom before. It's an introduction to it. And then at the end of June, we have a 3-day intensive that we're going to select 15 to 20 people to go through this process that we're creating, which the whole intention behind it is to enhance the individual skills so that they can accomplish their highest priority objectives in their life right now. That's the intention for the intensive that we have coming up in June.
Nice. June what?
27, 28, 29.
End of June. Okay.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, I'm on a tour right now with another alliance partner of mine. We're doing an I Am Worthy tour. And so I'll just have to plug these dates. I'm going to actually write them down now just so that I can. You have June 3rd is the threshold?
May 31st is the threshold. So that's a one-day experience from 9:30 in the morning till 8 p.m. in the evening.
Okay, and then June 28th to
27, 28, 29.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure that I don't have any conflicts. I'd like to be there.
We'd love for you to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be amazing. And I know the last 2 or 3 things that you all did, I was out of town. So, like, let's make it happen. Let's do it.
This Sunday, we're having a party, just gathering, getting people together.
Mm-hmm.
Meet other awesome people like
And
yourself.
dance, have excuse to have fun, and do things that we love to do.
That sounds fun. I'm in.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Patrina, so 31st, are you open for that one? Do you know, or you need to check, or what's the... Yeah, you're crazy.
Looking good. No, I have my big, like, year at a glance calendar right here.
Oh, it's
like, what is,
yeah, she's
what is the
she,
universe?
Talking to my angels.
cool. Is that yeah, okay.
Yeah, it looks good right now. Originally, we were going to do our I Am Worthy Tour San Diego on the 30th, but we moved that to the end of June, so perfect. That's why. See, we were making room for the EvoRoom.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Good.
So thank you so much, Patrina, for taking this time to share yourself and to open yourselves to us and this conversation. I've had a lot of fun.
Pleasure. It's exciting. It's exciting. I'm excited to share more of myself with a lot of people. No pun intended. Little.
You
Oh, God, good.
sound like you already are. You know, you're changing lives every single moment with that beauty you bring to the world, and we're excited to have an opportunity to have you in the EvoRoom to share that with others and to continue building this community,
Yeah.
influencing as many lives as possible.
Yay. Yay. And I'll have to do some yoga with you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's been a while, so things are finally settling a little in my life.
I'm teaching a class Monday night at a friend's house. Actually, it was the last home that we had our last threshold at. So
Okay.
if you happen to be available, Memorial.
Yeah, let me know. What time would it be around?
6 p.m. Sunset on her back patio overlooking the ocean.
Ooh, lovely. You had me at ocean. Ocean and yoga. Yeah, thinking I might need to be there.
I'll remind you on Sunday when I see you.
Okay. Sounds good.
On Facebook, actually. It's A to
That's
Z
fine.
something, A to Z Yoga, because their names are Ashley and Zoyner, husband and wife. It's their house.
Okay. Love it. Ocean, sunset, yoga. So there.
So we'll see you on Sunday, and then we'll send out more details for the 31st.
Okay.
Your email, and then anything that you need from us, don't hesitate to reach out, Patrina, okay?
Perfect. Yay.
So nice connecting.
So send my email to patrina@patrinawisdom.com.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't really use my Gmail. I just was using it for this. So patrina@patrinawisdom.com.
PatrinaWisdom.com.
Okay.
So make note of that, because I forget shit all the time. I'm just kidding.
Life is pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. Patrina@patrinawisdom.
Something, I don't know.
That's why we need other people, right?
Yeah, she's
Fill in the gaps.
yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, lovely. Have a great day, and thanks for having me. And blessings and love, and have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you Sunday.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.